I'm Jeffrey Gunter. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and I'm currently an NFL player. I play for the Cincinnati Bengals. Right now, my passion is just taking care of my loved ones. However that comes along, it really doesn't matter. But I mean, it's football right now, but I just want to see everybody around me happy.
What does it mean to be mentally healthy?
I mean, first, I just want to start off by saying that I've had my own struggles with mental health. I grew up with depression and things of that nature, and it was hard getting to a good mental space. But I just feel like being in a good mental area, a good mental headspace is just looking at yourself in the mirror and being able to like the reflection you see. Being able to be thankful and grateful for your life and everything that happens in it. I know how it feels to not be happy with things around you, not be happy with the person you're looking back at. And I don't know, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. So
How do you think societal expectations and stereotypes around Black men affect mental health?
I mean, I just think we're from the South. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a stigma with Southern men. You got to be tough, rough, provider, all that stuff. And a lot of the times they don't give you room to cry or feel sad or anything like that. So just where we from, it's difficult. But you got to break free of that and understand that men have emotions too, and you got to deal with them. So
Do you feel comfortable talking about your mental health?
I mean, I just think as a black man, I found people, whether that's man or woman, that allow me to speak how I'm feeling freely, and have given me great advice. Just on being a better person and being better mentally. I think as black men, a lot of times we try to hide how we feeling. We try to come off as tough, but at the end of the day, we do got to do the stuff that we're thinking in our heads, and you need a space to let that free. So
What is masculinity to you?
I think that's a difficult question because I don't necessarily subscribe to the same like ideals of masculinity. Of course, I want to be a provider and take care of people around me, but I don't want to necessarily be a macho man, if that makes sense. Like I still want to be able to deal with my emotions. I want to be able to cry if I need to. I want to be able to express that I'm not okay. So my idea of masculinity is just, what I'm saying, being a man and just, being there for everybody that needs you, but still being able to be emotionally intelligent at the same time.
How has your perspective on mental health changed over time?
My sophomore year of college, I went to therapy. I ended up doing like a 6 month stint in therapy office over at North Carolina State, and that like completely changed my life. And ever since then, I've been in and out of therapy. Just to like have a third party to talk to about big events in my life. But my first time was my sophomore year at North Carolina State, and I went to therapy, and that she really helped me out.
What advice would you give to any young Black men?
First off, I say find someone around you who's more emotionally intelligent. I think that's the first step, and just talk to them, pick their brain. If you're dealing with something, I think therapy is a great option. But I really just feel like opening the conversation and being vulnerable, that's where you got to start at. Once you make it a point within yourself that you say, I'm not going to bottle these emotions up anymore. Um, excuse me, I'm not going to, be angry or things like that. I think it becomes easier. So self-realization is where you got to begin. You got to learn within yourself what's going on first. And then you can talk to people after that.
Do you think success has played a role in your mental health?
I don't know. I was able to, get a little money in my pocket. I was able to, get my mama out of Durham. You know what I'm saying? My sister lives with me now, so she don't pay no rent. My brother, I pay for his diabetes stuff. My mom had cancer a while ago, so I was able to, take care of her, and get her treatment and everything. So I feel like I'm the most successful person, in the world because my entire family's taken care of because of what I've been able to do. So, I think just being able to do that, it put a smile on my face. So. I live my life based on three words, and that's being myself worked. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I felt like I had to fit into a box, whether that was being a star athlete or the nerdy kid or whatever it was that I felt like I had to fit those expectations of in my life. And if I could go back in time and tell myself or tell my little brother anything, it's you're enough. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you are is how God made you. And you don't need to change it necessarily to fit in with anybody or, anything like that. So love yourself, love who you looking back at in the mirror, and everything else will take care of it. So